A group of South Carolina lawmakers has pre-filed a bill to legalize online sports betting. It's not the first time lawmakers have tried to legalize online sports betting. State House reporter Caroline Yaffa tells us what we need to know about the future of sports betting in the Palmetto State.
Sports gambling could be legalized in South Carolina in 2025, and USC professor Mark Nagel says there are a lot of positives that gambling could bring to the state.
The Sports Wagering Act has been brought to the legislative session countless times. In 2023, it was shut down. The new version of the bill has regulations including limiting market size and giving operators a maximum of 8 licenses. The bill also calls for a 12.5% tax on sports betting revenue. University of South Carolina sports entertainment and management professor Mark Nagel says it would have a positive effect on the state's economy.
Is it going to be the golden goose that's going to lay gold eggs everywhere and the entire societal structure is going to be changed for the better? Probably not, but it should be a net positive.
Nagel says sports betting has a historical fear that goes all the way back to the Chicago White Sox in 1919, known as the Black Sox scandal. 8 members of the Chicago White Sox, including upstate native shoeless Joe Jackson, were accused of taking bribes to intentionally lose the World Series.
It's really only been the last 10-15 years that the sport gambling being legalized as an integral part of society across the country has become a movement, both from a grassroots interest level as well as obviously the Supreme Court changing the law recently that enabled the states now that want to pass gambling legislation to do so.
Nagel explained that he thinks this bill could succeed because neighboring states have embraced sports betting.
They could drive very short distance to go gamble, and so I think that's going to change a little bit of the mentality.
But not everybody thinks online sports betting will benefit South Carolina. Governor Henry McMaster's stance on the idea has not changed. His office sent me a statement that reads in part, "Governor McMaster has long opposed sports betting and still does today. It is simply inconsistent with South Carolina's values." The bill currently sits with the Committee of Ways and Means. The legislative session begins January 14th. In Columbia, Caroline Yaffa, 7 News.
Online sports betting became legal in North Carolina in March. It's still illegal in Georgia and Alabama.